This is Mary Tyler Moore. She's an independent girl, this Mary Tyler Moore. She likes going where she wants, when she wants. And she doesn't like me chasing her around, but today I caught her. I did. But that's not going to stop you tomorrow, is it? Weed eaters. Yeah. Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Friday. It is very cloudy. There's thunder and I'm getting sprinkles here and there. High 60s, humid. Yep. So it was a day. I'm just, man, this is the worst time for me to take a break from filming, but I got so much stuff to do I don't have time to film. So anyway, no action in this video. I'm just going to be talking, and this will mostly be geared towards the volunteers who are coming on May 11th for that weekend. And so here we go. First, a number of channels are planning on coming. You know, you never know what can happen, so I'm not holding anybody's feet to the fire on this one. If I mention you and something comes up, then no big deal. Thank you. About 16 volunteers, and with some others in limbo. So incredible. Thank you. I can't imagine. Anyway, HOOT and NANNY Homestead. I will put links to everybody below because I probably won't have enough cards. But HOOT and NANNY Homestead and wonderful Drew from Dutch Creek Cabin, he'll be coming. You know, you never know what comes up though. I understand that. Let's see, we've got Albany Mountain Homestead, Amanda and husband, and they're not all that far, so they might be doing some more help, and I really appreciate that. Let's see, Andy from Ann and Andy's Homestead. They're the ones who gave me that great wood sign. So Andy will be coming. Hey, maybe he can hang that sign up on the front porch for me. And I think those are the, see, I'm not keeping I need better track. But those are the channels. Oh, Homestead Homemaker. Duh. Yeah, they're hoping they can make it. And you got to take a look at their last video. They got some of my hatching eggs at the shindig, and 4 of the little baby chicks came hatched. They got 6 eggs, so I owe you a couple chicks. If you want some Welsumers, I'll have Welsumers that day. I'll be happy to replace the 2 that didn't hatch. That's another thing. My Welsumers, you know, if all goes as planned. I know, Bob, I know. If all goes as planned, I will have Welsumers, and I am more than happy to, you know, barter those for anybody's help. So, and I still haven't finished going through all my emails. I'll get to everybody. It's so crazy. Okay, so for people who are coming, what are some updates? If you need camping, let me know. We're taking care of all the camping spots Friday and Saturday night at Waveland Campground if you need it. I wish I could host people here. I just do not have, I just don't have the spots. With the cabin coming in and the bus and their trailer, there's just unfortunately no room at the inn. You know, my most open area, if it rains, forget it, you're going to have a river running through it, and there's just nowhere to camp overnight here. So we're going to pay for anybody's camping spot on Friday or Saturday at Waveland, 5 miles away. Send me an email. My email will be below if you want one of those spots. I went ahead and got 2 more today. So I went ahead. I have 7 camping spots arranged for both Friday and Saturday. And so hopefully that'll be plenty enough for everybody, and they won't, because they might fill up. So I wanted to make sure there was no chance they would fill up. So camping is taken care of about 5 miles away. Parking here during that day on Saturday will be fine. My neighbor is cool with us parking over there during the day. And then either Friday night or Saturday night or both, if you need a campground, send me an email and I'll hook you up. All right, what else can I? Lots of questions about what tools and stuff to bring. As far as the cabin goes, Prepsteader Bob will be in charge of that. So I will put his email address down below if you want to send him an email with any questions about what tools you might be able to loan us for the day, or to come and use yourself for the day, or however you want to handle those tools. And he's coming with a trailer full of tools, so I'm not sure what he'll need. And then also, if you'd let him know what your experience or skills are, and then maybe that'll help him plan ahead a little bit. And then as far as outdoor tools for other than cabin work, I guess that's my department. And I'm just bring whatever garden tools you enjoy using, and we'll find a use for them. But yeah, digging up irises, so you know, maybe like a shovel or a fork or a little hand trowel. Irises aren't very deep. If you want to help spread wood chips, maybe like a bedding fork, not like a pitchfork only has like 3 or 4 things, but a bedding fork has like 10 or 12. Those work better on the wood chips. I do have a wheelbarrow and a gorilla cart to haul wood chips around, if people are so inclined. Clearing out brush, weed eaters, there's plenty of weeds to be eaten. Loppers for some of the thicker brush that we might want to tackle. If somebody wants to bring a chainsaw and go to town, I'll point you in a direction and you can have fun with your chainsaw. And for that matter, those little cordless reciprocal saws. I've got some things that I wouldn't mind people setting up for me that I've never gotten around to. My wood chipper, I've got a compost bin, I've got my storage shed in a box that I haven't put up. So those are 3 projects that are up in the air if somebody feels like doing them. Fire ant home remedies. A lot of action out here on Friday night. Yes, I got fire ants everywhere. If you have any home remedies or anything that you use, I don't like those chemical killers. I just would prefer not to use those. There's been enough harm to the soil on this ground. So, you know, home remedies, I know that like citrus or orange, or I don't know what people use. But yeah, feel free to come bring your fire ant remedies and try them out and see if they work here at Bobblehead Homestead. Speaking of bugs, protect yourselves. There anything and everything. I would hate it if somebody left here with chiggers. So chiggers, yeah. Sulfur. Maybe I should buy a bag of sulfur before that weekend and make everybody put it on their shoes. I've never used it, but that's what I hear. I know, Bob. Yeah, chiggers are, I don't like chiggers. Tons of gnats and flies and wasps. No mosquitoes, knock on wood. They'll probably be in abundance next weekend. And ticks, I haven't had a problem with in the areas that are cleared out. If you wander back in the jungle, you might, yeah, ticks. Anything. This is weird. Yeah, there's no civilization to the south of me for a half an hour. Nobody. No civilization for a half an hour. So there's anything and everything can be found out here as far as that goes. Right, Bob? And you survived. You survived all that. And now you just can't get enough of sitting in my lap. Yeah, if you don't know the story of Bob, for probably the first 2 weeks, he knew there was food here and he knew there was Fifi here. And I would see him, but he would run at the side of me. So that happened for a couple weeks. And then he would come around. He never meows. The dude never meows. Yeah. So then he would come around when I was feeding them, and then probably another month of him eating in front of me before he let me touch him. So it was a good 2 months before Bob ever let me, yeah. before you learned how nice the scratches are. Yeah, now you can't get enough. So he went from feral cat to one of my best buddies. So that's the story of Bob. Well, and another cat that I named Beavis showed up right at the same time as Bob, and that's another story. Oh, I'll give everybody an update on the cabin. The cabin is not here yet. You know, yesterday hoping to squeeze me in today, but it rained most of the day yesterday, so that didn't work. And today it didn't work, and now it's sprinkling again, so probably not tonight. And so yeah, no update on the cabin. Oh man, if I can figure out how to do a live video from my iPhone, which I think I might be able to, I might just turn it on and try to point the camera, as long as it's not raining. Anyway, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up on that, but that would be fun. I'd watch that for the cabin delivery. So you'll know, hopefully, as soon as I know. And man, I'm stressing out. I am totally stressing out over that cabin not being here this week. It is what it is. But as far as the funding goes, unbelievable, wonderful, generous, amazing people have taken care of the cabin. Bob assures me we will have way more than enough to finish the cabin. And I just can't believe it. A little over $1,000 in Lowe's gift cards from many people. So just, that's huge, you know. That's just huge. And then about $4,000 in PayPal contributions. And so that's going to be well more than enough. And then I've also gotten, some people have sent some cash or checks in with their cards. And so I've got an idea for that I want to share with you. Maybe for somebody, did you slobber all over me, Bob? Why is my arm all wet? Okay, with the cash that I've received, here's an idea for somebody who, you know, doesn't think they'll be helpful, you know, with physical labor. There's a plant sale in Boonville on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And it's the Logan County Master Gardeners Club. And they have, once a year, they have a plant sale to help fund their club. And so that's in Boonville. It's about 30-some miles. It's about 40 minutes. And it's really the closest town with anything in it to here. But yeah, if somebody wanted to go shopping for me, that might be an idea for somebody who, you know, who can go shopping, but you know, can't put up drywall or dig out irises or pick up trash or something like that. I don't know. But supposedly they're gonna have trees and berries and just all kinds of stuff. So that would be one cool thing that I could do with those types of contributions. And then yeah, bring them back here and we'll get them all planted up in the afternoon. We'll find somewhere for them. All right, Bob? So yeah, as far as the budget goes, that's going to be way more than enough to finish the cabin. So there will be more left over. And all right, what do I do then? Well, first I want to make sure that the Self-Reliant Roadshow has their expenses taken care of. So if that hasn't happened with anything left over, I'm going to make sure they're taken care of. And then I don't want to put pressure on anybody or jinx it or whatever, but there's another work day being worked on, and so any leftover resources and funds would go towards that. And yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, like a dumpster with a handful of people could be filled up in a day, and that old cabin could be torn down, and then, you know, maybe a backhoe. I know somebody who has a lot of experience with a backhoe, but I can just imagine the possibilities of what a backhoe could do here in a day with somebody who knows how to work it. So that would be another thing. The raised beds, you know, materials to finish my tall raised beds. the water well house, a new water well house. That would be something else that I could use any extra funds for. But yeah, stuff like that. And then even if that work day doesn't happen, I could still do a dumpster and maybe hire somebody for a couple days and get that work done. So anything left over will go towards that next work day. And then if not, I'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I should have enough for a dumpster and a backhoe for that second work day. And I don't want to talk about things too much out of turn, so I'll just leave it there. Okay, yeah, my mind is going a mile a minute. This place is going to be a disaster no matter how much work I get done between now and then, so I apologize for that in advance. And what else? Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for building this homestead for me, and take her easy, everybody.